Hello my dudes, and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. If you're new here, I'm Evan, and I knit things. And if you're a regular, welcome back. I'm so glad you're all here. Today I have for you podcast episode 12. For me, it is Friday, April 18th, and I have very little amount of things to show you. Very, very little. So, this is going to be a short one. So let's jump right in, shall we? I do have a finished object, not the one I had hoped. I had wanted to finish my Palm Springs tank this week and I did not get to do that, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's talk about the finished object. I finished the Q1 book socks. I am not using a pattern for these socks. They're just standard sock math gauge, and I know how big my foot is. And I knit one stripe for every book I read between January 1st and March 30th. Are there 30 or 31 days in March? 31. Okay, so these are them. Now, I talked last week about being fed up with them, and I think what I am fed up with was knitting them 2 at a time, because then I had to wait to have finished 2 books and then knitting 2 at a time socks. I always feel like it's a good idea, but then I don't actually like doing it. I like it theoretically, but in practice it annoys the crap out of me. So I did finish these. I caught them up and then finished them. They are not blocked yet, so they're still all wrinkly. But then I cast on and knit the toe for the Q2 socks. So I think I'm not completely willing to give up on the book socks for the year yet. We're gonna try with the Q2 socks to knit them 1 at a time. And I'll probably knit like, I don't know, till mid-May on one sock, and then maybe I'll put that on hold and do sock 2, because we still want them to be even. I did really luck out that I read an even number of books between January and March, but like, we could probably fudge it 1 book here or there. Let me see how many books need to then go into the Q2 socks so far, because of course I'm not caught up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 books can already be put on here, which is over half of the foot. So yarn I am using, the main color is this Knit Picks Stroll in the colorway Midnight Heather. See, it is in fact a navy blue and not black. I'm a Knit Picks affiliate. If you have any interest in picking up some of this or anything else from them, you can use the link in my description box below, and I earn a small commission. It really is helpful. Thanks in advance if you decide to do that. Other yarns we have here, this is Knit Picks Hawthorn. This is Hedgehog Fibers Sock. This is Shirsty Cat. This one is A Chick That Knits. This one's Ruby and Roses. This one is Dream in Color. This one's Red Door Fibers, or no, this one's Treehouse Knits. What else do we have on here? That's all of them except for this green, and I can't remember where that's from. So that's all the colors that are on there. We've got represented here, let me see, we've got fantasy, romance, mystery, nonfiction, fiction, horror, manga, and thriller. The only thing not in these two is sci-fi. I did not read any sci-fi in the first quarter, but I did read all of the rest. So we'll have to get a sci-fi in there before the end of the year, obviously, because we can't just like have a genre not represented. If I specifically read a nonfiction, I mean, that wasn't the only reason I read one, but I don't usually read nonfiction. But there are a decent number of good like biographies and things out there that I want to read that I just never like make time for. Anyway, that's the book socks. I need to block them, and obviously now I need to catch up on this guy, because we're behind, and there's a good chance that I'll finish another book today. Or at least probably finish 1 to 2 books this weekend. I do have a stack of manga that I need to finish by next week, because they need to go back to the library, and I think I have like 5 of them. So that'll be a lot more stripes for the socks. So that's that one. I suppose next let's talk Palm Springs tank. So I said last week that I wanted to finish this because the testing period ends tomorrow, or for you guys watching this, it ends today. I did already knit one and fill out the feedback form and take photos and do everything that I was required to do as a tester, but I thought it would be even nicer if since I was knitting a second one, if I could do that all again, because, you know, more information for a test is better. And I am knitting this in a different yarn, like different type of yarn. There's a hair stuck in it. Okay, so last week I had this much of the back panel finished, like 1 inch. Then this week I finished the whole body and the bottom hem and the armholes, and this morning I picked up the neckline, but the armholes and the bottom hem are at a smaller gauge and are relatively tight, and it was really hurting my hand. Like, if you were here several weeks ago, it may have been a month ago, I'm really bad at how long a period of time has been, but I had hurt my hand and it's hurting in the same spot again. So I'm not going to knit anymore today, and if I'm lucky, I can finish this by the time the pattern release comes out, which I think is the 25th. But I'm not going to be able to finish this today. Oh, this is the Palm Springs tank by Leslie of Knit California that I am test knitting for her. I already knit one. This is the second one. I have plans for a third one when I finish this one. This pattern is incredible. If you like a tank top, this is the one. Yarns. This tank is actually knit in 2 different yarns. Ancient Arts yarns. Fingering Sock, which is a 75% superwash extra fine merino, 25% silk, in the colorway Manito Mantis, which is the light green here, and then Chicken Coop Dye Works Crown Feathers Fingering, which is a 70% merino, 30% silk in the colorway Parrot, and that's the green and blue, which looks like this. So these two together, striped every 2 rounds, equals this gorgeousness. It looks so good, guys. I can't wait to wear it. It's going to be incredible. I tried it on last night after I had finished the armholes and hadn't picked up the neckline. Immaculate. Immaculate fit, just like the first one. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this week and block it and take some pictures so it'll be all ready for launch. But I feel like even if it's a little bit late for launch, it'll still be okay. As long as I get it up on Ravelry and everything for Leslie. But I highly, highly recommend this pattern. As soon as I finish this one, I will be casting on another one. Yeah, that's how much I like it. So, there's that. Not today, even though it's going to like physically kill me to not do it. That's that. I really hate leaving it that close to finished. Like, I literally have 20 rows and not even 20, 18 rounds and a sewn bind off left. But literally my hand can't do it. I have one more project to show you. So I changed blinds in my kitchen. Like, I have this big recessed window above my kitchen sink that I have some plant hangers up in, and I neglected those plants to death and they died. So, because I never remember, because they're not with the rest of my plants, so I forget that they exist all the time, and there was a curtain in front of them, so I forgot they existed. Well, now the curtain is behind the plant hangers, but like, I'm still really bad at remembering to take care of my plants, but I love having plants. So I started this fiddlehead fern plant. I've only crocheted one fern so far, and the little basket, and then the little thing that you attach all the ferns to. But that is a pattern I got off Etsy. I don't know if it's on Ravelry or not, but let me looky-loo here. This pattern, it's a pack of a bunch of plant patterns, not just this one. It calls it Car Hanging Crochet Pattern Fern Plant. You're supposed to use like really small yarn because you're supposed to hang it from like your dashboard window or something. I am using worsted weight held double to make it bigger, because that was easier than trying to figure out stitch counts. I've been wanting to also crochet some flowers to keep on my kitchen table, so I'm gonna have to look what they've got there with my little coupon, because they have all kinds of like crochet plants and succulents and things like that. So that's all the crafting. I will probably be spending the rest of the day doing cross stitch, because that doesn't tend to aggravate my hand. So I may, if I'm really lucky, have a finished cross stitch to show you guys next time. No, what am I wearing? It's 78 degrees today, so I'm not wearing any knits. And we were out running errands and stuff. I did get new glasses. Do you like them? They're pink. I like them. I finally had enough spoons to re-dye my hair that I haven't dyed since June of last year. So I did get some stuff done this past week. Acquisitions. glasses. I won a giveaway on Instagram in which I won, let me see, I won a pattern and the yarn to knit it. I won the Luna Moth shawl pattern by knitting, I don't have any idea how to say this person's name. It's Niqabi. I'm not gonna even try because I'm not going to say it correctly and I'm going to feel bad. So let me just pull up the pattern here on Ravelry and I will show it to you. There it is. Focus, please. Focus. There you go. And the yarn to knit it with is from Hawari Bazaar. It's their Damask DK base in the colorway Luna Moth, and I won 2 skeins of it. That is not remotely color accurate. It's a yellowy green. I don't think I'll actually knit the shawl because I'm not a DK weight shawl person. I'm much more of a fingering weight shawl person. I'm usually just too hot for a DK weight shawl. But I do have some other DK weight yarn in my collection that I think this would look incredible striped with. Like I have a light gray 2 skeins and I have a dark gray 2 skeins, and then I have a gray and black and white speckle 2 skeins, and then I have a bright blue 2 skein or 1 skein. So I think if I put like the speckled gray or the dark gray with this and the bright blue, I think it would look so good striped. But I'm not entirely sure what to do with this yet, or what I will do with this. If nothing else, it would be a really fun hat. So, we'll see. I don't know. Oh, I did also finish the Pearl Soho samples this past week. So that's why it doesn't really seem like I did anything, because that took up some time. And then the book socks, finishing those took a whole day. And then the Palm Springs tank is a lot of knitting. Plus we had a lot going on. We had a birthday party, and the birthday party was an hour and 20 minutes away, and yeah. So I'm not even going to make any goals for this next week because I don't know how long I'm going to have to baby my hand. So we're just going to have to play it by ear and see what happens. And if I don't do any knitting, then we won't have a podcast next week. Which would be so sad that I didn't get to knit anything. But we'll see. All of that being said, let's go to book chat. Okay, last week's episode was on April 11th that I filmed. So, what have I finished since April 11th? Load, please. Okay, I finished 2 books. 2 books. I got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a RomCom by Kimberly Lemming. 5 stars. Loved it. Incredible. Can't wait for your next book, Kimberly. And I finished The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. 4 stars. Liked it. Didn't love it. But it was good. Now, what am I currently reading? Brett and I are reading Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. We also started Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo for when we're in the car with the kids, because we had to go to that birthday party. So Onyx Storm, not good for listening to in the car with the kids, even when they have headphones on and are doing their own thing. So we started Six of Crows. Also reading Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Romantasy Book Club this month is reading the Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. I don't know, guys. They really just dropped us into the deep end of this one, and I'm just not feeling it. And reading Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson. Loving that one. Really good. And that brings me up to 52 books for the year. And I did get that achievement. So, that's it. I literally have nothing else to show you guys or tell you about. Spinning, I haven't even finished a bobbin since last week. So I need to do that because I think for my birthday, which is in just a couple weeks, I'm going to sell my EEW Nano 2 and I'm going to buy the 6.0 or 6.1 that's full size. So I need to finish what I'm currently spinning so I can take pictures and put it up on the D-Stash Discord. Or if any of you has interest in it, I'll probably sell it for like $100. It hasn't been used much. I've spun 2 braids on it. This is the second braid I'm spinning on it, and that's it. So, yeah. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, subscribe if you're not already. Go follow me over on Instagram for more daily stuff and a general what am I up to. And I will see you guys next time. You'll want to click that little notification bell so you'll know if there's a podcast next week. You can also check the posts tab. I will post on there if there won't be an episode next week. So I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy the weather wherever you are. Have some time for crafting or reading or whatever your preferred hobby is. And yeah, I love you. Bye.